What's up? It's your boy Uncle Joe, the Black Bookie. Welcome to another episode of ParentHood Parlay. I'm your host, Uncle Joe, joined by me, my guy Solo. Real parents, real pressure, real plays. Back for another episode 13. Telling you the plays that we like. You can tail it, you can fade it. The choice is yours. Put your plays in the chat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, please give the show 5 stars. Congratulations, man. They did it. Knicks and 5. Who let the dogs out?
Who let the fucking dogs out? Shout out to the Knicks, man. Yo, the city's crazy. I couldn't be a part of it, man. I was, I was working and whatnot, not feeling too great. So didn't enjoy the festivities as much as I wanted to, but just being outside, you feel that energy, man. It is crazy here in the city. I think this weekend will probably carry over. So shout out to the Knicks, man. It made history for everybody, man. I'm enjoying it. It was such a moment. It's gonna carry. It's gonna carry throughout the summer too. Like
I didn't want to cut
this
you off.
isn't this isn't a one day. All right, we party. No, we're gonna be
October.
We're going all summer. Nick should be partying up until July, bro, August, until training camp, man.
I'm telling you, this is gonna ride till October, till they get the banners and the ring ceremony. They ain't gonna stop partying till everybody gets their rings and they're back in the garden celebrating, giving the victory lap after getting it done. One of the most historic playoff runs, just the way they did it. Everyone pretty much doubted them too. Hard hitting questions though. Are you giving Spike a ring?
Absolutely. Spike get Spike a ring. If James Dolan's gonna come out and be like the wives that get the rings, deservingly so. Get the wives their rings. Let's get Spike one too. You know what I'm saying?
Spike's gotta get a ring. The amount of money that Spike Lee has given to the New York Knicks. I said this before a few years ago on YouTube that as bad as the Knicks were, yeah, Spike wanted to get a few minutes. They should have gave him a few minutes. As much money as this team's put into this team over the years. So Spike's definitely got to get a ring. New York is absolutely chaos. It might have been a good thing you didn't go, man. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the videos. You're not a big social media guy, but it is at New York. Listen, once again, I'm very happy for you guys. But it might be the worst place to have a parade.
I think the opposite. That's what
people are stuck in the subway.
That's what a parade. That's a parade right there. Nothing but people and energy. That's the perfect spot.
No, it's too overcrowded. You can't move. You can't go anywhere. You can't get home. You can't get to work.
Where you trying to go? Where you got to go? You're not if you're there. You're not working. If you're there, you're not trying to go home. You're trying to get lit. You're trying to party and be amongst the people. New York is where it's at, man.
People had to line up at 4 a.m. to try and get in, and some people still didn't get in.
One of my coworkers didn't get in. He got there at 5:30. He called out. He said, "I'm going." He said, "I don't care, Jay. He even get in." He said, "Jay, they can fire me tomorrow." I said, "Well, I hope you don't get fired. You even get in."
I feel like this is the one pass you got to give. You can't fire somebody. I would, as a boss, I would give you more of a pass to go to the parade, opposed to the people that take off the day after the Super Bowl. I feel like you need a pass for that. Like it's a Monday. It's not like the game is super late. It's the Super Bowl. Most of the time, your team's not even in it, so there's no reason to call off. Take your ass to work. The parade, I get. If I know. I clearly know if I'm your boss, right? Your employer. I clearly know you're a fan. You've been following. I remember when I was working sales and the Mets were going on their run. My manager came right up to me and he was like, "So I know if they win, you're not coming to work. You're going to parade," because he was making the schedule. And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. So like that's justified." But yeah, the people that call off there after the Super Bowl, I never understood that.
Nah, I agree with that. I never called out after the Super Bowl because, like you said, my team's not in it. Obviously, we're drinking, having a good time, but I'm not hammered to the point I can't work.
Right, and you didn't have to get up there at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to try.
That's what I'm saying.
Way different. Jalen Brunson, though, one of the most. This could be. I mean, I know there's a lot of awards we don't care about, right? But looking at the body of work and what he accomplished this year, this is one of the most historic seasons ever. He won everything he was in. He won 7 trophies to finish the year. I know we don't care about the All-Star game, right? But he won the Shooting Stars competition. I know the NBA Cup is new, but he won the NBA Cup and he won the MVP for it. He won the Eastern Conference Finals. He won the Eastern Conference MVP. He won the NBA Finals. He won the NBA Finals MVP. 7 trophies. I mean, it might be one of the greatest seasons ever. Like I said, I know we don't care about the All-Star game, and I know the NBA Cup is new, so all the previous players did not have a chance to win that. But still, everything. All he does is win. He's been winning since high school.
You know what though? We should care. We should care because when it's all said and done, and they're doing the whole Hall of Fame, the finalists, and breaking down the stats, they bring up All-Star appearances. They bring these numbers up.
They sure do.
So his body of work should be recognized when it's all said and done. But definitely for this year, for the run he had, and he's making a name for himself. Obviously, like to win at this level with the Knicks is like, come on. It can't get much bigger than that, man. But give Brunson his flowers, man, because he's been slept on for a long time now.
His whole life,
man.
His whole life.
And once you play in New York, you know how it is. We look at you in a much more. The lens gets sharper. You know what I'm saying? The lenses. Let me see what's going on. And he showed up and he showed out, man. Shout out to Brunson, man. He really is that guy, bro.
But that's a great point by you too, because they always bring up. Yeah, everybody's All-Star appearances, how many consecutive years, All-Star starter, second team All-NBA. They always bring that stuff up. So you got to bring it up. At the end of the day, he was there and he won it.
Once you become
trophies to finish this season.
Yeah, once you become a great player, man, because once you're in that table amongst the other greats, you have to break down the accolades and the awards because how do you separate who's better, who ranks where? So like once he's knocking on that door now. And it's crazy, bro. He has so much more to do. Like this is his first, he's 7 years in now? Brunson got 8 years in now? Brunson got a long way to go, man. Brunson's still young. He's just probably approaching his prime, man. I think he has a much more to give to the game, to the Knicks. You know what I mean? So there's so much more that he has to put out there, for his resume. So I'm excited to see it, man. As a fan, as a basketball fan, but most importantly, as a Knicks fan, man. Shout out to Brunson.
And before we start getting down to business, I don't know if you saw the video when after they won, they did the toast. They did the F Wemby toast. And we talk about how much Jalen Brunson has left to give to the game. Wemby's still young too, but I don't know if I've ever seen someone turn into more of a villain so fast than Victor Wembanyama. And I don't know. It didn't take a long time, man, for us to be like, damn, this dude's kind of dirty. This is kind of a dirty player.
Bro, he was dirty all series. On top of that, he's on a pouting tour, bro.
Yeah.
Like honestly, when players don't shake hands after the finals, after the championship games, I don't take it too deep because it's the initial like you lost the championship. So I get the frustration. I get the you're mad about it or sad or whatever your feelings are. I get that. But when you go to that podium and that post game, knowing you didn't shake nobody's hand, at least give that team credit. That's your time to make up. Like, hey, I didn't shake that team's hand, but shout out to the Knicks. Congrats to them. They had a good series. They beat us. He's talking about I won't talk to you guys never. Yeah. I'm like, so are you not playing next season?
Right.
He's on a pouting tour all of a sudden, man. I don't know when we gotta get it back, man. That was not.
Remember, let's not just forget all series. The elbow to Nas Reed. There was a lot of dirty plays in that OKC series that he was a part of.
He's bumping people passively on the timeouts, man. He think he's slick, man. Now he's crying about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like the fact he didn't give nobody the credit, man. Because good and well, if you was up there, if they won, you've been all humble about it, all super polished. But now when you lose and you're doing this, that's not respectable, man. He got to make up for that.
Yeah, it was very short. It's a very quick turn. Remember, this was going to be
5 hours.
The face of the league they were trying to push, and now within 3 months, he's one of the most hated players in the league.
Push Brunson. He won't the Knicks, man. Push him. He's a humble dude, good character, man. He has a story. Push Brunson, man. Forget these other dudes, bro. He ain't about nothing. Push Brunson.
Well, I already was talking mess in my group chat. And, I was already saying.
I know.
It's gonna be Cooper Flag, baby. It's our turn now. It's gonna be Cooper Flag. We'll get a ring before Wemby. I said it. Book it. The real face of the league. Cooper Flag will get a ring before Victor Wembanyama because we could clearly see this dude is dirty. He's like you said, he's pouting. He's young. He's 22. He's immature, but I still don't want to hear it. You know, because he puts on this whole facade of playing
That's what I'm
chess and being a
saying,
monk, and they had the nuns, and he don't drink soda and all this nonsense, all this
man.
storyline they push behind him. Well, we saw the true him from April to June. We saw the true Victor Wembanyama, and Cooper Flag and the Mavs are gonna bring it home for Texas and not the Spurs.
You know what's funny, man? Because like obviously when we don't know these athletes personally, right?
Right.
So when they're on their post game after a win, they're all like, "I love my team. My team did it for me." We give them so much praise, but the moment they lose, you see that switch. That's when you find out who people are during their bad times, man. During the losses, not the wins. Everybody's gonna be happy to win. Everybody, you won. Who's not happy when you win something? When you lose, let me see your character. Do you give the team credit? Do you pick your teammates up? You pick yourself up, man. You don't want a pouting tour. You the face. You Wemby. You said any 7'4". You pouting. It's too big to be pouting, bro.
I forgot who said it. Right, the famous quote is, "It's easy to talk when you up." I know Jordan said something like that too. You know, it's easy to talk in the series when you up, but when you down, everybody get quiet
bro.
then.
That's when you got to show character, man. Everybody's gonna be happy when they win it. Everybody's gonna be humble, man, because it's winning. It brings positive emotions. That's just the nature of it. But when you lose and you get that initial punch, that hit, how do you gonna respond? What's your conversation? What's your words then? He improving, man. I'm glad the Knicks won just because the way he acted. It made it even more satisfying for us, bro.
Yeah, this is the quote. That's a sign of a good man if he could talk shit when it's an even score, or talk shit when you're behind.
You know, it's funny you said that because I play Madden. I play Madden online.
Yeah.
And then, dudes be on the mic.
Yeah.
The game start, quiet. They score one touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't about nothing. I smoke him after that. Oh, you're trash. I'm like, why'd you wait till you scored one touchdown in the first quarter, bro?
Right.
Like,
see, that's character right there. I don't know, have you been
character.
paying attention at all to the World Cup?
I've been watching. I haven't watched it, but I've been keeping track of it. I was getting my haircut yesterday. I got my shape up. I seen Canada kill some team.
You know, Qatar.
Country. Qatar. Yeah, they smoked them. My barber actually had that. My barber's boy actually had Canada winning, so he was showing me the slip, and I was like, "Yeah, that was easy money."
Well, the World Cup has been killing pockets with all the draws that have been happening in the first few rounds. A lot of the favorites: Portugal, Spain, I think Belgium the other day. A lot of these teams all have been drawn. There's been nothing but draws so far in the early going. So a lot of money has been getting ruined by the World Cup. Obviously Canada killed yesterday. We lost the solo. Czech and South Africa had a draw. Portugal, like I mentioned. Got him back. Yeah, I'm back to the stage. There you go.
What happened there?
I'm not sure.
No, I just cut out. You're good.
But yeah, it's been they've been destroying pockets. Switzerland had draw with Qatar. Brazil, Morocco had a draw. Belgium, like I said, had a draw. Japan and the Netherlands had a draw. It's been dangerous. So heads up to bettors right now. Keep that in mind, because in the first rounds, in this in the group stage, it's just about the points. You just need to get the points to advance. So a lot of these teams that aren't that good are just trying to draw so they can get a point. So I wouldn't really start betting on it until we get to the next round, where you can just take a team to advance, because then it comes down to penalty kicks and everything like that. But right now, be careful with it, because we're seeing it. A lot of teams it's 1-1. They're like, all right, we're good. Teams that aren't supposed to win, they're like, all right, it's one. Obviously, teams that's supposed to win, they're still trying to score. But the teams that's not supposed to win, the underdogs, they're like, all right, we got a point. We're straight. So
yeah, I'm not too tapped in, obviously, on the betting aspect of it, but just to I can see why there's so many upsets, man, because the things like the World Cup, there's so much emotions involved. There's so much nervousness in these games. So like there's a lot of pressure as well. You want to compete and win for your country. So I can see like teams just like having upsets and teams not playing the best. It's one game too. It's not a series. It's not like, basketball or baseball. You know what I mean? So it's really one and done like how football is. So I'm not surprised at that. But yeah, that's tough, man, because obviously you want to pick the better teams because it is a one game, one off. So you want to go with the better teams at times. But man, these things happen, man. This is what sports is about. This is a every 4-year thing. You got a lot of new countries that's probably in it that want to show out. It's a big stage. They want to show up and show out. So I'm not surprised to hear about the upsets and the draws that's happening.
USA plays today at 3:00 against
They've been balling. I
Australia.
seen that. Yeah.
Big game for us today. We're looking good. We're looking good. Looking the
I
best
seen
we
that.
looked in a while. So should able to get the job done today. A lot of money though coming in on USA. So always gotta be wary of that as a better. But USA definitely looking like the better team and looking like a much improved team from what we've seen over the last couple of years. And that's all you can really ask for right now at this point. Is just to keep progressing and keep getting better and be competitive. There's been a lot of times we've been out there just like, oh my God, we stink. But looking good this year, 3:00. Let's go USA. But let's get down to our best bets for the day. Let's get down to the money and our wins and losses segment. Also, like we said, put your plays in the chat. Let us know what you're on. Let's get this money. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And my first play of the day, I have another play that already kicked off. So I did put it in the BetStamp. Don't forget, guys, if you download the BetStamp app and you search ParentHood Parlay, all our plays are tracked in there. So I had put it in there before the show started so you guys can get it. But it did already kick off. Of course, I had some tennis play. But my first play, Pirates money line, -136 at FanDuel. It's always a good day when you can wake up and fade Kyle Freeland. Kyle Freeland, 1-7. He's got a 7.98 ERA. I honestly don't still know how he had the job at this point. His last 9 starts, he's given up 3 runs or more. And 6 of those 9 starts, he's given up 5 runs or more. Pittsburgh, bats looking so good in the last 2 games. They scored 18 runs in their last 2 games, so hopefully they can stay hot. We got Bubba Chandler on the mound, who starting to find some rhythm too. Back-to-back starts, 2 runs or less. So it's simple as that. I'm just fading Kyle Freeland, taking the better team. I know it's Coors Field, so anything could happen. But I'm going to hope and put my money that the Pirates bats can still stay efficient like they've been in the last 2 games against the A's, because the A's are a better team than the Rockies. So I'm hoping that they can keep that offensive momentum going. And any day, like I said, I could wake up and fade Kyle Freeland, I'm going to do so.
No, 100%, man. It actually was one of my plays for the day. I'll say that's my first play is the Pirates money line. You said it. You couldn't say it any better and much more clear than that, man. We're talking about Kyle Freeland here. And they have him at +119. So they really think, or the books are really thinking, the lines are saying the Pirates are a slight favorite. I think they're undervalued here, man. He is an absolute gas can. He stinks. He's 1-7. He's given up a bunch of home run balls. ERA's at above 7 now. Come on, man. I'm not taking that line at all, man. I'm not fooled by that. I'm not scared of the Rockies at all. The Rockies are horrible. They have their games. Yeah, they had 23 last Sunday, but it's baseball. These things happen. Overall, the numbers are the numbers. The stats are the stats. The Rockies are a bad baseball team. Give me the price at 143. You said 136 on FanDuel. I'm going to take that as well. 1 unit. And, yeah, man, I mean, Bubba Chandler had a slow start to the season. He was walking a lot of guys. That was his problem, but I think he bounces back. He has been pitching pretty good. He faced the Marlins his last start. He faced the Braves before that. And he actually had 2 decent, solid outings out there. So happy to take a shot with him and the Pirates bats. Like you said, they're coming off a good series against the A's. So the A's are a good team. Pirates are on the road as well, so keep that in mind. But I'm fading the Rockies, man. Give me the Pirates on the money line, straight up 1 unit, man. I'm with you, Uncle Joe.
And yeah, not sometimes can't overthink it, because I do agree with you. The way the books are showing it,
you would think the Rockies, yeah, it's not a far, yeah.
But I'm not going to overthink it.
Yeah,
if Kyle Freeland comes out today and finally gets a win, I mean, also too, like 1-7, they're not winning his starts. Even though Bubba Chandler doesn't have a great record either, he's only 2-7. The Pirates aren't winning his starts either. It's not because of him. He's keeping them in games. You know, he's not getting rocked. He's going almost 5 innings at least every start. So they got to get this guy a win. Like I said, he's starting to pitch better, especially his last 2 starts. Got to get this guy a win. So
yeah,
I'm going up for the Pirates money line. Full unit for me as well too, for my first play of the day.
Absolutely.
My second play that already had kicked off, staying with tennis. Remember last time we had I had Ben Shelton with Mexico. Shelton won that match. Mexico ended up going on to win as well too, and Shelton ended up winning that tournament. Then he played again today against the same. This is why you have to like tennis is like a sport too. You have to follow the players, because he played again today, and he's been playing really well, and I'm like thinking about taking him. But now I've looked at who he's playing. He's facing Taylor Fritz. Now he's 4-0 against Taylor Fritz, but he just beat Taylor Fritz less than a week ago in the finals in that tournament he just won. So it's hard to beat a guy again that quick turnaround, especially in the finals. He's clearly looking to get some revenge, and Taylor Fritz ended up pulling it off. But either way, my play today is Zverev. We're going back with Zverev with the Dodgers, minus 130, a 2-team parlay. Zverev right now playing in his hometown in Germany. He's 4-1 in quarterfinals at this tournament. He's 7-0 in quarterfinals in 2026, and he is on a 9-match winning streak. So that play actually kicked off at 8 o'clock this morning, and he did win in straight sets 2-0. So now it's really just up to the Dodgers. The Dodgers have won 3 straight, 25-12 at home. They're facing the Orioles, who were 13-22 on the road. The Dodgers had a day off yesterday, so I'm expecting all the arms to be rested for the bullpen, while the O's had to finish a series against the Mariners. They got Trey Gibson on the mound, who has given up 9 runs in his last 8 innings. And we're getting Sasaki for the Dodgers, who did get rocked his last start against the Angels, but I'm expecting him to bounce back because he was looking sharp. If you've been following, they had moved him to the bullpen, then they moved him back to a starter, and he started to get some rhythm going as a starter. Like I said, he did get rocked his last start, but he was looking good before that. So I'm expecting him to bounce back and get the Dodgers. What would I have? 4, 2. Yeah, in his last 4 starts before getting rocked in that Angels start, he only gave up 2 runs or less. So give me the Dodgers with Zverev. Zverev already got the money. Well, he got halfway there for us. So we just need the Dodgers tonight at minus 130 for a full unit for my second play of the day.
I like Dodgers today. Sasaki has been pretty good. I know he had a rough start his last one, but he's one of them young guys, you know what I'm saying? He's going to have stretches where he's pitching really well. He's going to have to start here and there where he's not pitching too. He might have a bust start. It happens, man. It's baseball, but he has good stuff. Obviously, he has the Dodgers bats to back him up. I don't like the O's in this spot on the road. Coming off that series against Seattle as well, so I like that spot for the Dodgers. So good play. My second play of the day, I like the Nationals and the Rays over 7.5. DraftKings at minus 118. I like the spot for both teams. Nationals got Kay Cavalli on the mound. The Rays have Griffin Jax on the mound. So I think we do see some runs here. It's hard to stop that Nationals offense, man. They've been balling. They're hot. They're top 5 in offense and stats, in batting, home runs, everything you can think of. The Nats are up there. Their record should be way better than what it is. The only problem is their pitching is awful, which is why I'm putting the Rays for the over to hit, because I like the Rays in the spot being at home. The Rays had a tough little road stretch. They're finally back at home. And I get it. Sometimes, you have that long stretch on the road. Now you're back at home, and that first game can be a little bit rusty. But I'm not worried about Cavalli. He's a good pitcher, but he gives hits up, a lot of contact. The Rays are a very stingy offense. They can hit. They make a lot of contact. I don't think either pitcher holds up too much. I see maybe 2 runs each. And you got the bullpens. Both bullpens are not that good. The Rays bullpen is slightly better, but not as strong. Not as strong, but the Nationals bullpen, forget it, they absolutely are trash. Nationals bullpen could lose that game on their own. But give me the over 7.5. I thought it was a little bit undervalued. It was at 8. It opened at 8. Now it's 7.5. So I got to play that. DraftKings minus 118, half a unit, over 7.5. Nats and the Rays.
Yeah, some of the books have it at 7.5. Some have it at 8. So that's why you definitely got to line shop and make sure you're getting the best number. You going full unit or?
I'm going half a unit.
Half a unit, okay. So we got that over 7.5. Yeah, the Nationals, man, that offense is scary. They score. Man. They can put up runs, and they can put up runs in a heartbeat. And that's really the only thing that holding them back is their pitching.
Their pitching, that's it.
They can score with anybody. I mean, that offense, I'm almost positive that offense is top 5 in baseball.
No, they're top 5. They're weird because they can win like 9-1, then they can lose like 2-5. You know what I'm saying? Like either they go off or they have like a little of a stinker, but nah, they compete most times. They're very consistent for the most part. Just like you said, their pitching is just not up there.
So in runs, they are first in the MLB.
Yeah, it's 5 and everything, I think.
Average, they're 10th. On base percentage, they're 9th. Slugging, they're fourth. Home runs, they're seventh, and stolen bases, they're second.
Yeah, they good, man. That's a solid, and they're a young team too. I like young. I like them young teams in sports. Them young gunners. They
Yeah,
remind me of like they kind of like the Hornets to me a little bit. Like
yeah.
they kind of remind me of that team in like they're the baseball Hornets in my opinion. I like
If
that
they could
squad.
just get it like an ace, get
Yeah,
like a real legitimate ace.
that's what they
Um,
need.
yeah,
Cavalli's their guy, but he's just not. He's not an ace to me, But he's a solid 2 or 3 option though.
yeah.
Yeah,
You need that one guy you could come in where like every fifth day we got a chance to win.
yeah. We're probably gonna win this game.
They need someone like that. But offensively, they don't have a care in the world, especially too when you're second in stolen bases. You put a lot of pressure. You got guys like James Wood. You get on base, and it's a lot of pressure to try and contain him because a walk even that it's pretty much a double.
Yeah,
Because once you walk him, he's pretty much already on second base.
looks like a base.
I looked over the numbers real quick so far too. In the month of June, we are 6-3-2.
Okay.
So we're trying to finish the month off strong. We're going with 2 more weeks left in this month, so
We'll get that.
trying to get it going, but still positive, still in the right direction. Obviously, like we had the 2 pushes, but we are 6-3, so we are still positive and putting money in the account. My third play, I didn't really have nothing official yet. I was still kind of looking. I'm leaning. It's not official yet. Please download the BetStamp app, and if I do post anything, you will be notified in there. But I was leaning Cardinals first 5 money line.
I like the Cardinals today.
Cardinals need to bounce back. I think they've lost now 2 straight, but they got shelled yesterday.
Yeah.
14-7 or something like that. So I'm looking for them to bounce back today on the road against the Royals, who aren't a good team. Lugo is on the mound, but it's his first start back since the concussion. So you never really know how a guy responds after something like that. And he's been kind of getting hit this year too. He hasn't been as dominant as he's normally been.
Nah,
so
he's getting older.
The Cardinals also been 6-2 on the money line to first 5. So give me that's not official with it yet, but I'm probably going to lean that way half unit with the Cardinals first 5 money line to bounce back and end their losing streak, at least to start the game off right too. Because like I said, after they got smoked yesterday, they lost 14-6, and that game was pretty much over after the second inning. they already down 7-2.
Yeah, and they came out good. They scored 2 runs in the first. I seen that.
They're good. They start the game well. Like I said, they're 6-2 to the first 5. They start the game really well. Like you just said, they came out, gave them 2 runs in the first inning, but Liberatore got absolutely shelled. So I'm probably gonna go official with that. Give me the Cardinals first 5. Let me get while you're giving out your play, I'll get the official line because I wasn't looking because I was still kind of just figuring out where I was gonna go. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to go that way, and it's probably going to be for a half unit, though.
Half unit, yeah. They're taking money now slightly. They opened at 115. I think at 122 now. That's the money line. So maybe the first 5 might be a little bit different, but they're taking
get the first 5 money line at 115 at either DraftKings or BetMGM.
I like it.
So
I like it.
Give me Cardinals first 5 on the money line.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you brought them up because my same thing with me. My last play I was a little bit kind of uncertain, but I was debating between the Cardinals money line and keep in mind Bobby Witt Jr. might not play today for the Royals. He left the game yesterday with a leg injury, so I'm not too sure how severe that may be. But if he's not playing, that's a big loss to that offense and the defense. He's a beast out there. I'm kind of liking the Mariners, man, at that one. They have 112 right now on DraftKings on the money line. Bryce Miller has been an ace. He's been cooking, man. He's been hot. The Red Sox coming off that sweep against the Blue Jays. The Red Sox look awful, man. They need to do something. There's something wrong with that organization. You can tell the way they're playing. There's no energy. There's no life into that team right now. They need to make a big change. A big trade, maybe a new GM, but something has to give with the Red Sox, man. Because how do you have that all that young talent? You were decent last year and you regressed this much. That's a big problem, man. That's an organizational thing. So I don't like the spot for them, man. You got Bryce Miller at a price like that. I know Suarez has been good, but I'm not scared.
If I thought the Red Sox were going to get one, I thought it was yesterday with Sonny Gray.
Right.
And
I was thinking the same.
they were down. They came back and tied it up 3-3, and then Toronto ended up winning the game 4-3. But
4-3.
yeah, I don't know when that team's gonna win another game at this point.
Yeah, I don't like this spot for them. I mean, like I said, I know Suarez has been pretty good. He'll keep them competitive, man. But I think Mariners can find a way to win this game late. I don't see the Red Sox doing much on Bryce Miller, man. He's been nothing but A1. He's at home too, at a short price like that. I'll definitely take a shot with that. I'm gonna take that full unit. I'm gonna take the Mariners money line. It was between them and the Cardinals, but I'm going with the Mariners, man. I gotta fade Boston.
Yeah, they stink.
But I like either play. I like the Cardinals too, straight up. I think that's a good one. Even the first 5, I think is totally fine. But yeah, give me the Mariners money line. I'm fading the Red Sox. They're bad, man.
And I just looked. You are right. Bobby Witt left that game in the 4th inning. It says day to day, but I don't think he plays today.
Nah, not a leg. In baseball, you don't really see, you don't see baseball guys come back the next day for not a leg injury at least.
Yeah, it was a knee injury. It looked like he was sliding into short, and he stayed in the game, and then he came out his next at bat. So I don't think he plays today. If that's a franchise player,
you can't.
They're not going to rush him out, especially for a team that's not going anywhere.
And your team stinks, so if you want to trade him at some point and get some value, you need him. So I wouldn't even risk that. Bobby Witt's way too valuable. He's way too good. Royals are trash. Yeah, they need Bobby Witt, so I don't think he plays today. I was also looking at the Brewers too, the Brewers money line, but I think I'm gonna stay away from him today.
Yeah, you got it. You definitely with the Atlanta game. I don't know if there's a storm or something going on out there, but I know their last few games have been affected by weather. Yeah, so
a few
definitely want to check. And it looks like I don't know if it's gonna rain again today, but I remember I had them the other day. I'm gonna get to that actually for my final whistle comments, but that's definitely a game you got to check what's going on with the weather out there because they've definitely been having delays.
Yeah, and the Braves have been cold too, so I'm a little bit the Braves have been a little bit very cold. Like one of the worst teams in baseball the past 2 weeks.
It says thunderstorms, but it is the South, so you never know. It could be for an hour. It could be for 5 days. You never know. So, but I'm kind of staying away from Atlanta. They are cold, but also too much weather going on right in ATL right now, where baseball is just way too. That's the worst thing you want to see. The guy come out there pitching 1-2 innings, and then it's a rain delay, and then he's done for the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away. I mean, the Brewers are a decent price for the spot. You got Mizorowski up there, but yeah, with the weather, no, the Brewers can be. Brewers are great, but I think I'm gonna stay away today. Maybe tomorrow I might touch them, depending on today. If they play today, depending on how the game goes.
And Boston has lost 4 straight, 2-8 in their last 10.
They're bad. They're terrible, man. That's an organizational problem right now. I feel it. Something's going on over there.
Tuesday they lost 6-1. Wednesday they were shut out, and then yesterday they lost 4-3.
They should have had 1 run yesterday, man. They got 2 late home runs in the 8th inning. I was like, man, please, that offense ain't doing nothing on Bryce Miller today.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. So let me just put that in, and we're going to get to the recap, and then we will move right along. So we're going full unit on the Mariners. And the best number right now for that, Caesars and BetMGM have it at -110.
I'm gonna look into that game more because it could be a weather thing because that total was low. The Mariners' value is really close to even, so it could be something with the weather. But I don't know why we're getting 110 on the Mariners though. That feels like a steal.
Yeah, sometimes it's too good to be true.
Sometimes it might be too good. I mean, I'm still gonna play it because I think it's worth losing on. But I'm definitely gonna do some research on it still, just to be like, let me just make sure. So if I do lose, I'm like, all right, this is probably why.
Looks like 81 and sunny out there, so it doesn't look like anything weather-wise.
I guess they're just hyping up Suarez. He's out there for them. Man, please, Mariners.
So quick recap, we got Zverev and the Dodgers -130, Tampa Bay and Washington over 7.5 -115, St. Louis first 5 -115 against the Royals. Both of us full unit on the Pirates money line, and Seattle money line -110. So once again, we're looking to go 6-0 keep things rolling. Like I said, 6-3-2 so far in the month. Last show I did go 3-0, and the show before that you had went 3-0. So one of us is gonna do it. Hopefully, both of us can do it. Hopefully, both of us can do it again this week, this show. But we'll see.
I was so mad. I was so mad. I pushed last week with the Cardinals and the Mets game, man.
Yeah.
And that line was sharp. So when you told me you put the 9.5, I was like, damn, he's gonna hit that. I know it because that 9 was sharp. The books knew already. I was like, I'm fading the books on this one, but it pushed. I mean, whatever. But
always take a push over loss. But yeah, they just started out too hot. It was like 4 runs in the first 2 innings.
I thought we were done in the third inning. I was like, it was over.
Yeah, it was looking bad.
My cash was like $4. I was like, damn, my cash was $4. I said, keep it in there.
Yeah, right. After that,
I'm not taking $4 back.
Just freaking keep it. ParentHood Parlay, episode 13, Uncle Joe solo. We're rocking with you guys here live. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend and tell a friend. If you listen on Spotify or Apple, please give the show 5 stars and give us some positive feedback. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
We're getting your weekend started after Solo is partying with the Knicks parade.
I wish, man. I'll go next year.
Yeah, running back to back. You saw Jalen Brunson's dad is trying to put the battery in his back right after. They didn't even give him 24 hours. Right after.
Oh, the Patrick Ewing comment.
Yeah, like didn't give him a minute to wash the champagne off yet. Already trying to put the battery in his back.
I love that people took that serious. Like, oh, he didn't say Brunson. Of course he didn't say his son, man. He wants Brunson to win again. Of course he didn't say that. Y'all fell for that. He know good and well Brunson's that guy, but let's keep my son humble, man. So next year he has that same energy. You want Brunson to be hungry, man.
But the team, I mean, obviously it's always tough to go back to back, but the Knicks are clearly still going to be in the hunt. They're going to be the top 4 teams in the East. They're going to be because I'm not going to be as long as James Harden's in Cleveland. I'm not scared of anything they're going to do. Right?
Stinks.
You got to worry about how things are going to go with the chemistry now between Tatum and Brown, how that's going to look. There have been reports
maybe Brown get traded.
Maybe Jaylen Brown gets traded. We'll see what happens with that. Also reports Giannis may go to Miami.
I'm not worried.
I'm still not worried about that for you guys either. So
I want to see Indiana's bounce back. I'm curious to see how they come out.
Well, the thing with Halliburton's still not looking good. You know, he's had some setbacks in his rehab.
Shingles too, right? That's pretty.
So he's going through a lot, man. And then his condolences to his family and his fiance's family too. His fiance's best friend just passed away.
Wow.
So he's going through a lot, man.
Yeah.
So it's the East could be once again y'all for the taking. I mean, it's going to be one of those teams that have to really. It's going to have to be like the Hornets, somebody like that really comes out and shocks the world. But, they're obviously still really young. But, yeah, if Jaylen Brown gets traded, I mean, man, who saw that?
Boston got to be crazy. Unless Jaylen Brown is like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Like, unless he says it, like, unless he tells you guys, like, I'm done, you don't trade him, man. I know it's Giannis we're talking about, but Giannis got them injuries too. I'm not trading JB, though.
I think you got to wonder, is like, are they tired of the streaming stuff too? Like, remember, at the end of the day, he still has an employer. So, like, how do they feel about him streaming and talking about things and beefing with Stephen A and all this stuff? Like, those things do factor in.
Yeah. I mean, he's streaming on his off day. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has that right. Like, I don't get. Like, he showed up this year too, man. Like, he played above his pay. Like, he balled out. He was an MVP candidate. He was playing really well until Tatum got back, and you can tell he's kind of bothered by it. He plays it off, I could tell, but his body language ain't the same when Tatum's out there. He wants that ball, man. He wants to prove he's that guy. Respectfully so. I have no problem with it. But you can see it in his body language and his game and the comments he makes, like the little passes stuff he be saying.
Yeah.
He don't want to play. I don't know. He's not really happy with that combination, man. He wants to prove he's that dog.
I mean, at the end of the day, if he's there or not, to me, it always comes down to one thing with the Celtics, and it's their 3-point shooting. Yeah. If they're making threes, no one can beat them. If they aren't, anybody can beat them because they just live and die. And that's the one thing about the Knicks that we saw. The Knicks did not live and die by the 3-pointer.
Well, he was missing so many.
Yeah, but even you had stretches too. The Philly series, remember the Philly series game where you guys came out and hit 15 or whatever. Like it happens, but it's not your bread and butter. That's the difference. You have teams that's all they can do. That's all they know. It's all they depend on. And the Celtics are the number one team that rely on that. And we saw that in their collapse. If they can't hit a three, they don't do nothing else. They don't make any adjustments. They don't figure out another way to score. They live and die by the three. So whether he's there or not, that's what it's always going to come down to is their 3-point shooting because they don't figure out other ways to win.
Boston needs they need a big man badly. I know that they got Vucevic last year during the year, but he's not a big man. He's a stretch 4. He likes to shoot the ball. He's not a big. I like Kata. I like Kata. Kata's a big body, but they need like a big that can like really just roll, pick and roll, can score a little bit, kind of keep that offense really just like steady and up pace. Like he kind of slows them down a little bit. They need a big badly.
Yeah, man. But let's keep it going beyond the scoreboard. We talk about some things going on in the world and in our lives, some parenting things. Don't forget to email us at parenthoodparlay@gmail.com and let us know some topics you would like for us to talk about. But first, I know you were under the weather. I'm glad you're feeling better. And how's everything going with the family?
Yo, family's good, man. Thank you for asking. Always, family's good. Baby girl's good. She's crawling like a freaking, like she's a Spider Woman now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I came home from work yesterday. I'm like, when did she start crawling like this? Like, I was home with her Tuesday. She was like regular crawling, you know what I'm saying? But now she's like doing this whole, like, she's Spider Woman. Like, she's about to climb the walls. So that's kind of cool to see in a funny way. But nah, man, she's getting big. Should be 1 in August. So yeah, man, every day is like something new, it feels like, bro. But it's happening so fast. But I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying the process, seeing her grow. And honestly, me as a father too, like it feels natural, like I said, I always say it, but like even just like little moments, I'm like, I'm really a pops now. Like I'm really a father. So it's dope. Father's Day is Sunday as well, so probably hit me even more on Sunday. But yeah, man, she's doing great. I'm happy. Nothing new as of yet besides the Spider Woman thing she got going on. I don't know what that is, but it's funny to watch.
Is she still doing the gymnastics?
Yeah, she went Monday. Yeah, she's still doing that too. So she probably just gaining all that athletic ability, whatever she got going on. But she's spread out. She over here with this, bro. I'm like, what the?
She's ready to go. But yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Absolutely. Happy Father's Day to every father out there. How's little man? How's the family doing?
Everybody's good, man. School's out now officially. So dealing with the oldest being home now for summer break, got to keep him busy because he's going to try and eat us out of house and home. But try and keep him busy. He's good now too where, he has a phone and everything. So he communicates and he meets up with his friends at the park and they play football and everything like that. So I love that because, a lot of kids don't go outside.
How old is he again?
He's 12.
He's 12. Good age, man.
So he meets up with his friends. He rides a scooter to the park. It's like 4 blocks away, if that, 3-4 blocks away. Rides a scooter to the park. It plays. And the park they play at is, it's the high school park. So it's a brand new field. It's got turf and everything like that. It's got a track around it. And yeah, they meet up there. And I'm just happy that he is doing that. He's on his own. Like it's not me forcing him to go outside and play. Because when you do that, obviously as a parent, you want your child to be outside and be active. But when you do that, it becomes more of a chore. And so it's not as enjoyable. So the fact that he's doing it on his own, where he's getting up and going outside and playing, I love it. So all summer, man, I hope he's out there all summer.
Nah, he should be, man. I remember me at 12, I was always outside. If I was at home playing video games, which I wasn't doing as much, I was always outside just playing whatever, playing ball. You know what I mean? So 12 years old is a good age to get out there. You don't want your kids in the house too much for your own sanity too, man. You need a mental break.
Yeah, definitely. Because there was definitely times where, like I said, it's easier now because we trust him and he has that own responsibility because he has a cell phone so we can locate him and communicate with him. But when he was 9, 10, it's like, yo, bro, go shoot hoops. Anything, even go in the backyard. And it was like I said, it was like a chore. He'd rather just sit there and play the game. But now that he's doing it on his own and he wants to do that, and it's good for the neighborhood too. The kids meet up. There's other kids that come sometimes, people's cousins and things like that. So he's meeting other people. So it's just a good thing going on.
Love that.
Hopefully they just always be smart and do the right thing. But the fact that he is going out and playing on his own is definitely great to see. And little man's doing good too. He's got this thing where, like, whenever you give him a snack, if you got to give him more than one. Like, you can't. If you give him one, he won't eat it because he knows, like, all right, I only got one, so he thinks once I eat it, it's gone. So if you give him two, he'll eat one and he'll still hold on to the other one until he's ready to eat it because he knows he only got one left.
Yeah.
So it's just so funny how to do. Like, my wife took him to the park maybe last week, and he literally walked around with this one chip for like 30 minutes until he was ready to eat it because he knew this is the only one I got left, so I don't want to eat this one because I ain't got no more.
Smart kid.
I give him a snack, I give him two because he has two in his hand. He'll eat one and hold the other one.
Smart man. Smart kid.
Like, bro, like, how you already budgeting? Like, you're 19 months, you're already budgeting your snacks. It's insane.
Well, he gonna learn sooner or later. So he's starting at night. He's starting early. Let me save this later. I'm gonna pocket this at night when mom and dad is asleep.
I got one left. I got this one I was hiding. But then you can't give him too many. If you give him like 4, he'll try and eat 3 at one time. It's like, bro, stop stuffing your face. Like,
the thing is though, when you have 2 options, it's easier to have one now than one later. When you have 4, you're like, you eat 3 now you in rhythm. You're like 1, 2, 3. You might eat that 4th one at that time because now it's good. You like the taste. You had so many, but one is like, I have one. I'm good. Let me chill.
Yeah, he will literally walk around with it. But other than that, he's good, man. Doing well. So is your daughter? She's doing well, like sleeping through the night.
Yeah, nah, she's sleeping. It's day and night, bro. Like, she sleeps so good. Her bedtime's like around 7:38, 8:30ish. She was up to 9 the other night because I was messing with her. Something about her at nighttime, I try to put her to sleep. She always like mess with me, man. She'd grab my bed, she'd be messing with me. So she don't go to bed right away. Every time I'm trying to rock her, she don't go to sleep right away. But it's funny to me. I don't feel bother me, so I kind of keep up a little bit as I mess with her. But then, like, when she knocks out, she been crying her sleep sometimes, like 10 seconds, maybe a quick little, like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe she had like a little, maybe she hit her head or so, I don't know. But she had like a little cry, but then she's good, man. She sleeps like till about 6:30 every day. So she's sleeping good. Yeah, she sleeps really good, about 10 hours. Probably like, what, 10, is that 10 hours? Yeah, about 9-10 hours. So yeah, man, she's good. But yeah, she's straight.
So now the next thing you have to just get on her going to sleep on her own. That's the next thing.
That's tough. She goes back to sleep on her own. I know.
Okay, that's good.
If she wakes up, there's one time she was taking a nap and she got up and I was like, damn, it was a quick nap. And then she looked at me for a quick second and she just turned her head and went back to sleep. I was like, that's my girl. Now we talking. That's what I need you to do. So yeah, that's the next step, is definitely gonna sleep on her own. Because we're such in a routine with it now, but we definitely got to break it up and like start a whole new routine for that. So yeah, I agree with you.
That's the real key. Like, obviously sleeping through the night is huge, but like with my son, when I could just give him the bottle, turn the lights off, put on the bedtime stories, and he puts himself to sleep, that's when you hit the lotto. Because now it's more rocking. Even though sometimes I do miss those moments, I'm like, damn, it feels like just yesterday he was laying on my chest to go to sleep. But it's also just such a difference when he can go to sleep on his own. And even too, like, when he's ready, like, sometimes he'll sit up for a little bit and listen to the story. Like, he'll sit up for a little bit and watch the bedtime story. And then when he's had enough, he'll lay down and go to sleep. Opposed to, like, when it's like, all right, when you're a parent and you're like, all right, now's the time. You're trying to rock and pat, everything, like, because you want him to go to sleep at that time.
Right.
And then you deal with fussing and crying and stuff like that, instead of like letting him lay there or letting her lay there and take their time. All right, you know what? I'm ready now.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a difference maker.
I will say the one thing about her that I really just like is like, thank goodness for this. She's not fussy during bedtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, She might be up. She might play around. She might be smiling at you. She might be quiet. She might be wide awake but quiet. But she's not like she don't cry a lot. She's not really fussy when she's trying to go to bed. It's like a little slow process for her. But once she's out of there. So like, but the process it could be a little bit longer than normal, but it's not like draining where it's like, damn, this girl can she stop crying? She's easy. Just
parents go through that, man. Or it's like it might take an hour or two to get that kid to go to sleep.
Nah, we're lucky. Yeah, and that's when some parents resort to letting your kids cry it out, which I'm not a fan of. But yeah, I'm lucky. We're lucky we don't go through that with her.
One of my buddies, his daughter, I think she's either 2 or 3. She's right in that range. And same thing with him. He's like, whenever it's time for her to go to bed, she'll think of anything. Like he said, one night she spilled something on her shirt just so she would have to change her shirt and be up, or she'll be like, oh, we forgot to do this, or we forgot to do this, or I'm scared, or whatever. Like she'll make up anything.
Wow.
To
stay up. Yeah.
You're right. Exactly. I was like, damn, at 2, I was like, she is smart. Because I wouldn't even think, well, I'm not saying I would, but like to even think of, I wouldn't think as a parent, I was trying to say that they would even think of like, oh, let me spill something on my shirt, so I got to go get up. Like that's crazy. I was like, you got your hands full.
Yeah, your kid is next level.
You got a project on your hands because
you got a master manipulator coming up in that household. You are cooked.
And it's a girl too. It's his only girl.
Oh, you're done.
I was like, yeah, she's gonna have you wrapped around her finger.
Yeah. No, my girl's good, man. She's so sweet. She's easy, man. So I'm lucky. I don't think I hope she don't get. Obviously, kids grow when they grow, but I'm projecting. I'm predicting she doesn't go like she doesn't end up like that because that'll be crazy. I'll lose my mind. Like, go get your ass to bed now. Like,
that's it.
I'll clean it tomorrow morning. Good night.
Right. Don't worry about the shirt. Well, it was milk, so you had to change it.
Oh, you gotta change it. Yeah,
you gotta change that. But if it was water, I'd be like, yeah, sleep in it. Now sleep in it.
Yeah,
sleep in it. Did you see the story I sent you?
I sure did, man.
Oh man, sick times we living in. So this Florida middle school teacher, Karen Whitmore Savage, and boy, she is savage. 63 years old. She hung a black baby doll by the neck with an electrical cord from a monitor. And she said she did it to get her students' attention and to scare them because they weren't paying attention in the classroom. And when I first read it, I was like, first of all, wait, where did she even get a black doll from? But then as you keep reading the story, she took it from one of the students. And yeah, she took it from one of the students. Listen, and I get it. Like, there's times where, right, kids, they're frustrated. They're not listening. They're talking too much. It's getting frustrating. It's towards the end of the year. This happened in May. But that's clearly not the way you go about it. So she takes this doll, she wraps a cord around it, hangs it from the monitor, and a student that recorded it said it took her a few times, right? She threw it up there a few times for it to get stuck to hang by its neck.
So they recorded that part of it too, her trying to get the doll up there?
Yeah, because it's not like she ain't freaking Patrick Mahomes. She didn't throw it up there and land it on the first shot. So it took her a few times to get it up there. And then it got up there, and yeah, the baby hung from its neck. And just, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? And then to think that there's not going to be, you're not going to be reprimanded for this. Just even the thought process. Why would you need to hang the doll? Like, why didn't you just take the doll and put it on your desk or put it in the drawer or go get the principal or yell at the kid? I would have rather you cursed at them than try and traumatize them by hanging a black baby doll from its neck.
Well, my first thoughts on it when I read it was, I'm glad it was recorded. That was smart by the kids to record that because she should not be teaching. Like you're in a field where you're supposed to be educating kids and teaching, teaching the opposite of that. And look what you do. The fact that the kids recorded that was great. Good job for the kids for doing that. And then for her, I'm like, she got fired, obviously. Just honestly, I was 63. Just lock her up, bro. Get her in jail. Lock her up, man. Like, get her out of there, bro. Who cares, man? Give her a couple years, man. Let her think about this shit. know what I mean? That's absolute nonsense, bro. Like the fact that it's
Insane.
2026, this is what's going on. This was, I mean, obviously it's Florida, like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not even fully surprised by that. But come on, man. Like we're not, nah, man. That's ridiculous, man. I hope the parents all get together. She should not be working again. Give her the full penalty, whatever it got to be, if there even is one, being this freaking Florida. But whatever that penalty is going to be, I hope all the parents and all the teachers, regardless of where you come from, even if you're white and you're against that, stand on that too. You know what I'm saying? This is not cool. You know what I mean? Like whatever race, wherever you come from. Obviously, the black people are going to be on that. But the white parents who are, you know what I mean, who are allies, I hope they are on the same side of us as that. That's nonsense, man. Like that shouldn't be happening. Kids should not be exposed to that. Even other white kids. Like, why is that even? No kid should be exposed to that in the classroom. That's absolutely ridiculous, man. And I would probably even I think she should be tried for that. That's ridiculous, bro.
It just because at the end of the day, too, like I was saying, it's like because of her age, right? She's seen some things, her parents. So you knew the message you were trying to send.
Well, she knew she was doing. She's from that cloth. She ain't following.
Right. You knew what message you were trying to send. Yeah. Like, there's no reason I could never see even us right now as parents, right? Your daughter throws a tantrum, right? You're not gonna take her doll, wrap a cord around its neck, and hang it. Right? That's not gonna. There's so many other ways to try and display. You know the message you were trying to portray by doing that.
Yeah. Nah, she has no excuse. No excuse for her. I don't want no slap on the wrist. Obviously, her job, she got fired, which is like that's a start to it, man. But if she got to go to some kind of program, she got to be involved in. It can't just be, all right, you're fired. That's it. Is she applying for jobs the next Monday? Right. Like this needs to be highlighted by everybody in that community. And I hate the fact that happened in Florida, man, because Florida, we even got to get there. But yeah, man, that's absolute nonsense, bro. I hate that. I hate the fact that kids went through that. But I'm glad it's recorded. I'm glad all the stuff's being recorded these days, man. There's ain't no secrets no more, man. All y'all secret KKK mofos out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got the hoods on, man. But y'all think y'all being exposed these days. It's 2026, man. We got cameras, man. We got social media. Everything you do is being highlighted, man. So I'm glad it was out there. It's unfortunate it happened that way, but I'm glad that it is out there, and the fact that we're able to see this. So now, other teachers who think this might be cool and who have thought about doing this, better think twice, man, because this is not going to be. It's not tolerated. It shouldn't be tolerated, man, by any kids. No kids should be seeing that.
No, yeah,
that's ridiculous, man.
Everything's and that too, as whatever profession you're in.
That's horrible,
just
man.
Use your brain now too. Everything is being recorded. And that same thing I teach my kids too. It's like there's eyes everywhere. And that's the one thing I tell too, is like that's why the streets is dead too, man. Don't be in the streets. There's cameras everywhere. Everybody's got a phone, there's traffic lights, ring lights, stores, surveillance cameras, there's cameras everywhere, because we had an incident, I think last year, where someone had stole something from somebody's house during Halloween, and obviously they were caught. I'm like, there's cameras everywhere. People literally have cameras right on their doors, and even if maybe the door you stole it from doesn't have a camera, somebody across the street does, or 2 houses down, the dash cams on the cars that are driving by. Like, there's cameras everywhere. Use your brain, make better decisions, because it's going to be captured. And if it's bad enough, it's going to go viral, and it's going to change your whole life.
Yeah, and for her excuse to be, I was trying to, you're trying to make it sound disciplinary, man. You're trying to use that as an excuse.
Right.
You know exactly your intent. You know exactly your intent. That's why it's a black baby. That's why I used the black baby doll. You knew exactly what you was doing with that, man. I think you slick behind that. Nah, she should be trial, man. Put her in jail for 2-3 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Let her limp her ass to the food line and get her bologna sandwich, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let her experience, let her go some shit, man. That's bull. That's the thing. Everybody just gets fired, and then it's like, all right, you apply for a job or money, you get a new job. Nah, man, put her in trial. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could imagine this ain't the only thing she's ever done before. She probably said some wild shit that hasn't been said, that wasn't recorded. We got this one on camera. You know what I mean? Man, please, man.
Yeah, there's probably former students that she has that are not shocked at all.
I wouldn't be surprised that more people come out like, oh, she did that. And you know how it starts? It'd be remember the Me Too movement? This is how these things be coming out. It takes that one thing to get highlighted. Now everybody's like, yeah, this happened to me before. All the other black is gonna come out together, they're gonna gang up on her, all these stories coming out. I know how that shit goes. So whatever they gotta do to make sure this doesn't happen again, please do it, man. I just hope for justice in that situation, man. But it shouldn't be just like a slap on the wrist, she's fired. That's a good start to it, because she shouldn't be teaching again anyway. She should be revoked permanently, but yeah, man, we gotta look into this, bro. Just some deep diving on her, because I'm sure there's much more skeletons in her closet.
Absolutely, bring those skeletons out, and our thoughts are with all those children. Bring those skeletons out, and our thoughts are with all those children that had the experience and go through that.
That's disgusting.
Because even the kid that recorded it, he contacted his mom right away, and his mom was like, "Well, I got to go get my kid right away." Like,
yeah,
right to school to pick him up. Like, I feel like you got to go console your kid after seeing something like that, because even though it's a doll, it's still the imagery and the message that was portrayed.
Yeah. Your kids will go home and ask, oh, why did she do that? Why? No, you got to explain that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it hasn't been explained already, that's the moment you have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't come from a moment like that. You know what I mean? You should be able to sit down with your kids, like, hey, this is what the world is. But for your kids to experience that, then to break it down, that's traumatizing, bro.
Yeah. I'll be young too. I think the kid that recorded it was like 14.
Yeah, good. That was smart. I'm glad he did that, man. I'm glad she was exposed.
But it's crazy too, right? The spectrums, right? We got one teacher getting put on leave for a Fetty Wap lyric. We got another teacher being fired for lynching a black baby doll. It's just
free the Fetty Wap teacher, man. Right. Free her, man. Free her. Get her back. She should be working next year, first day, man.
She should get this teacher's job.
Yeah. She hired in my school, man. Get her back. This teacher, get her out of here, man. You packing her up, bro.
Crazy. And one was the principal. Remember the Fetty Wap lyric? She was the principal.
Right there. Yeah, the principal. Yeah, get her job back, man. Bring her to New York. New York will take care of her, man. Bring her to New York. She'll get a job. Bring her to Jersey, where Fetty Wap from, man. She'll get a job. She'll be working in September, no problem.
No. Well, we're going to wrap it up and get to our final thoughts with our final segment, final whistle. What you got for the people before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Happy Juneteenth, man. It's a really important day. I hate that I'm working today, man. It's crazy, but happy Juneteenth, man. Obviously, to the culture, this is a big day for us. A big day to remember, to celebrate, to honor. So, our culture means so much to us. We've been through so much as people, as Black people, man. So, just take the time to think about all the ones before us, the ones who are here still, the ones who are coming up. It's important that we remember this day. And funny, we talked about that story, right? Like how it all ties into like today, the day of Juneteenth. We're talking about things like that, but it just shows that people are still. It's not far removed, man. No matter how many years ago has it. No matter how many years has it's been, what I mean. The world is still the world, and people still have these views and these actions based on history, man. So just make sure we are responsible. Make sure we do honor it, know where we come from, know our history. And yeah, man, that's how I'm gonna end it off with that. Shout out to the culture, man. Shout out to the people too, man. There's good people out there from all races, man. So I don't want to be I want to divide nobody, man. But it's also our day as people to kind of remember that. But shout out to the people, man, who are about the movement, who do want to get better, who want to bring unity, and who aren't following these stupid, doing dumb shit like what she was doing. Like that's just low level, man. It's one-sided, just ignorant to trait ignorance, man. So it's important that we peep these things, we grow from it, we learn from it, and we stick together, most importantly, man. So shout out to everybody out there, man. And happy Father's Day too, man. It's a big day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, all the good fathers out there. There's some fathers who are a piece of shit, but to all the good fathers out there, man, it's a big day for us. And it's not easy. Being a parent is not easy, but it's important that we take the data, realize where we are, love your kids, but it's important to take a step back and just honor yourself as a father, man, especially if you're a present father at that, man. Take that time to yourself, man, and look above, man, and be thankful. So shout out to the fathers. Everybody have a good weekend out there, and y'all be safe.
That was beautifully said. Great points there, and I appreciate that, because that was definitely needed to be said, especially on a day like today. For me, my final whistle, a little bit more of a selfish thing. No. I should have went first.
No, you're good. You're good.
But it all ties in to what we do here, man. And at the end of the day, like I always talk about, we're just trying to get a piece of the pie against what's becoming $1 trillion industry in sports betting, and just really disappointed in Bally Sportsbook. That's the book I've been using more recently lately as my number one book, and I'm very disappointed. And I had a wager on Tuesday with the Atlanta Braves in that San Francisco Giants game, and the game was canceled. They only played 2 innings. The game was canceled, and because of weather, and they were going to replay the game. And most books, Caesars, FanDuel, Bet360, all the most books, prominent big name books, all voided the bet, and Bally counted it as a loss. And wow. I couldn't, and I know I'm not their biggest bettor. I know they got people on there betting thousands of dollars or whatever. Nah. But at the end of the day, that's still my money, and it's still it's criminal that
it's criminal
that they take a game that only played 2 innings, even though, yes, the Braves was down 3-2. It doesn't matter. It was the second inning of the game. The game was canceled. The bet should have been voided. It's not. I could even been more. It would have set better in my spirit if they at least played 5 innings and it was an official game. But for them to only play 2 innings and you count that as a loss and take my money is absolutely criminal. Because it's like, how much more do you guys need? How much more do you like this sports betting industry? How much more do you guys need? And that's what we always try and teach to. It's us against the books, because these books are con artists. Sometimes they are literally just con artists, and it's absolutely criminal. And I emailed them, and I know they don't care, but I definitely won't be using them going forward, because it's absolutely ridiculous to take a wager like that where a game is literally canceled. It's done. It's rescheduled for a whole nother date. And for you to count it as a loss while your competitors counted it as a void and gave their customers their money back, and you guys took mine. So Bally Sportsbook, definitely disappointed in you guys. Definitely won't be spending any more money with you guys, and will definitely not be using you in the future.
No, I'm glad you brought this up. Regardless of my take, I'm glad you said this, because you should clip this up right away and put this out there, man. Because it's one thing, right? We're as bettors, we're signing up. We know what we're signing up for. We win or we lose our money. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you're stealing it like that, and on top of that, the MLB didn't count that as a loss. Like, the actual professional sport didn't count that as a loss. So you guys to take the initiative and be like, well, it's a loss, we're taking your money, is crazy. That makes no sense. I mean, I use DK most of the time. I use DraftKings, so I know DraftKings doesn't do that. So I'm glad unfortunately, I didn't have that experience. I know it sucks that you did, but yeah, man, clip that up, man. That's important. People should know that out there, because if people want to use Bally's or even thinking about doing it, you know they give out these bonus when you signed up. Forget that bonus. Don't even take it, bro, because that bonus can be part of the scam.
Right.
You get the bonus money, and now all of a sudden, you bet a game and this happens and you lose the money. You know what I'm saying? There's no incentive in that. So yeah, man, that's straight criminal. And we, like I said, we know what we're signing up for, but at least give us a fair shake. You feel me? Like, if we lose, we lose. Like, we're cool with that. Like, we're big boys about it, or big girls about it, but don't do that. You know what I'm saying? No, we lose, we win, we win, but don't take it like that, y'all. Come on, man. That's
literally
crazy.
I'm already going to get up against Vegas. I'm going against athletes sometimes that just don't care that day, or they're rigging the games themselves. I got to go up against the book as well too in that type of way. It's just, it was criminal, man. I couldn't believe
That's crazy, man.
And they took 24 hours to decide to do that. While all the other books, it was voided within an hour or so. They voided they counted it as a loss.
And the game finished the next day. They continued the game the next day. So I would assume if you're not gonna get my money back after the 3-2 decision, but you continue from the next day and I lose, fine. That's still kind of whack, because now you got new pitchers in the game. It's a new day, so it's not the same bet. You feel me? So but at least let me get the full game the next day to have a chance to win my money or lose, whatever the case is. But that's crazy, dog. You should put that up ASAP, man. Put that out there.
No, I think they rescheduled. I don't even think was at the game. One of the games they rescheduled for the 31st of August.
That was yesterday's game.
That was yesterday's game. Okay, yeah.
You talking about the 3-2 game, right? They played 2 innings. The Giants up. They played yesterday. They finished that game.
Yeah.
The Giants, that was 2 days ago. The Giants won that game.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. The fact they took your money, and the game continued the very next day.
Criminal, bro. Absolutely criminal.
Nah,
but once again, happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day. ParentHood Parlay, episode 13, Uncle Joe and Solo. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend, tell a friend. If you listen on Apple or Spotify, please give the show 5 stars. We appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoy your weekend. And Solo, bring us home.
Hey man, like, subscribe, please put the word out there, man. I know we haven't been on scheduled timing as normal. I'm telling y'all, man, it's gonna be so much more in the future for you guys, man. Me and Uncle Joe are committed to this. We want to make this thing big as it can go. So whatever it takes to put the word out there, please do it. We appreciate it. Again, happy Juneteenth, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. If you got kids, take care of your kids. If you don't got kids, take care of yourself. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.